Hey guys, Michael Sanchez here. Today I'm going to be talking about how hard is it to start an online business. So I'm hoping that some of you guys are out there, maybe you've sort of contemplated starting an online business and you've just been sort of overwhelmed with, what does it take to get there? What do I have to be doing to get there? Just to give you guys sort of the vision of all the things that you should be thinking about. Because I really believe that a lot of the reason why you're probably not creating an online business is because of your mind. The mindset that's holding you back. You might have fears about it. So today I'm going to be really talking to you guys about all the things you should be thinking about that should hopefully help you get inspired about starting an online business. All right, so I want to show you guys my YouTube channel. So back in 2008, I started a channel on basically how to play the violin online. And, I basically was a violin instructor before this, teaching people locally in Michigan. And I decided to, expand into, ultimately teaching people online. My thought process was, I'm only helping so many people locally, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense to ultimately help people nationwide or maybe even worldwide. So I created this channel. Honestly, when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. I basically just knew the violin. I knew how to teach. I knew I had skills as far as teaching, but I had no idea if people were going to connect to my content, if I was going to be able to sell stuff. So, I want to give you guys sort of the journey and the mindset, when I first got started. Now, what's interesting is when I first started, I literally had one sale in my first year. I was trying to sell DVDs online. Basically, here's a DVD on how to play the violin. And this was back in 2008. Now, the key was that I was building a lot of content. I was basically teaching the violin full time, and then I was basically, on the side, uploading videos to YouTube, trying to get people to learn violin, trying to just basically give them tips of, this is the things that I'm teaching in my local studio. So I started doing that, and I started seeing a lot of success as far as people started connecting to my content. Now, I didn't make any sales right away. Like I said, it took me a year just to make my first sale. But what's key, and what I really want you to understand with growing an online business is that people connect to learning something, ultimately something they're passionate about, that they have pain points about. And if you can solve their problems, they're going to be connected into your content. I think one of the biggest things that I see a lot of people have the mentality is, there's a lot of people that are a lot better than me at the violin or a lot better than me at a certain skill set. And really it comes down to, as long as you're the person that, ends up in front of them, that's able to start teaching them something, giving them value, giving them some sort of benefit. It doesn't matter if there's other people out there, you're the one that they're ultimately learning from. So I think that's a really big tip I hope you take from today, is that as long as you're the person that they find about a particular topic, they're going to be interested in potentially buying your products. Okay? So you have to get out of that mindset that you're not good enough. I think that's probably one of the number one things. People just think, hey, once I get to this level, then I can start making money online. I'll give you an example of one of my friends who's actually a really good golf player. Okay, so I love playing golf, and whenever I play with my friend, he always kicks my butt. I'm shooting in like the mid 90s, high 80s. He's shooting in the 70s. Okay, now every time I go out with my friend, he's always giving me tips. He's always helping me. So as a beginner intermediate golfer, I really look at him as having authority when it comes to golf. He's teaching me. Certainly, there's people that are a lot better than him. There's PGA professionals out there, but I would definitely pay money, and I'm sure you would, to learn to get to the next level with somebody, especially if they're giving you attention, if they're helping you specifically. The same thing that happens online. You don't have to be the very best at something. Honestly, I'm probably the top 50 violin players in my city, not the nation, not the world, just in my city. There's a lot of people that are better than me, but I've connected, and I'm one of the most popular violin teachers in the world. Because I put myself out there, I've let people connect to my personality, and I've ultimately sold products based on that authority that I've created. Okay, so you have to get out of that mindset that you're not good enough. That's a huge part of really understanding, to grow something online. Now, the other thing that you really have to understand is it takes people time to make a purchase or to give you money. There's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of noise to where you can't expect somebody to find your content and then all of a sudden just, I'm ready to invest. It takes more, I would give it at least 20 to 30 touch points before people get a sense of your personality. That comes down to your blog, your YouTube channel, maybe your TikTok videos, your emails that you're sending out. People are getting a sense of your personality. Once they hit that 20 touch point, 30 touch point, and they've gotten a good experience and they're still subscribed to you, which means they hopefully like you, that's when they're going to be open to buying maybe an initial course, or a product, physical product, or replying to your email or wanting to get on the phone call. So you have to understand that there's a process that takes place. My first year doing this violin business, I only made one sale. My second year, I made $10,000, $20,000 in sales. My third year, $50,000. My fourth year, $200,000, $500,000, $1 million. It's exponential. You have to understand that it takes time to warm people up, and people also like seeing you helping other people succeed. In the background, they're kind of hanging out in the background when they first find you. They just want to see if you're helping other people, they can trust you, and then they're going to be a lot more open to maybe buying a course or taking action on your website. So it takes time to build momentum. But the other thing I really want to teach you today is that anybody can start an online business, literally anybody. You have skills that are one notch above a huge group of people that you can find online, okay? I like to give people this analogy. So if you were in jail, which hopefully you don't go to jail, but if you were in jail, what would you do in jail that you can ultimately really be passionate about and have a lot of knowledge that you can, write a lot of blogs or create a lot of content? Whatever you say to that, might be cooking, it might be music, it might be, marketing, whatever it is that you have a decent amount of knowledge and you feel like you could produce a lot of content, that's what you should go after. Don't think about the competition. Don't think about how many other people are out there. Think about the passion you have and how you can differentiate it. And how do you differentiate it? Just by being yourself, okay? People connect to my personality. They like, that I've put my family out there, my faith out there, my music out there, my grandfather out there. Nobody else in the world has done that, okay? Now, there's other violin players out there. There's other teachers. There's other people. But nobody does it like me. And that's what you have to understand. You just need a certain level of knowledge that's above a segment of the population. A lot of you guys can target beginners. There's a huge segment of beginners out there trying to learn just about everything you can think of. You just have to be a little bit better than that audience. And then you just have to put your personality in front of it, just like I've done. I encourage you to check out my channel, my YouTube channel, youtube.com/violintutorpro. This is basically my personality. You can see the videos I've put out there that it's not just selling stuff, it's playing violin, it's showing my students, it's doing just different things that come to mind. I'm not being artificial. I'm trying to be as authentic as possible. Cool. Now you're probably wondering, okay, let's say you guys are ready to go. Michael, what do I need to do to start an online business? Because nobody knows me, nobody's found me. Yeah, I can write all this content, I can do all this stuff, but how do people find me? And that's what I want to show you. Basically, the way that I've created buzz around my online business is by doing a contest marketing strategy, okay? Basically, the concept is, in the violin, I give away a violin in exchange for somebody's email address, and I market that on Facebook, okay? So somebody's browsing their Facebook feed, they like the violin, they see that I'm giving away a violin, and they ultimately enter my contest. Let me show you guys what this looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys one of my clients. I have quite a few clients that I help market their businesses. This particular client started off with no buzz, no social media, absolutely nothing, okay? So we're doing an Amazon gift card giveaway. This is done through Facebook ads. We're targeting people that might be his target prospects. They come in, they give us their email address. There's all these different ways to gain points. You can see they're getting points for watching a video of him, teaching some of his concepts, and they only get the points if they watch the entire video. They're getting points for joining a Facebook group. They're getting points for subscribing on YouTube. You can see we already have 800 subscribers on YouTube. He's only spent about $300 so far on ads. You can see we've got points for people following Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, referring friends, which is really great for virality to build buzz. And I also do a bonus entry code strategy where people get points if they come back to the contest and put in a code. So this strategy is a really great way to build awareness at the top of the funnel, okay? This is how we get people to just become aware of us. So what you can do is you can think of a topic you're really into, create a contest where you're giving away something related to that product. And if it's not anything you can think of that's related, it could just be an Amazon gift card, just something that people just in general have a high perceived value, where they just want to give you their email, but you're targeting that type of person on Facebook. That's key that you're targeting properly, okay? So they come in, they're getting points for doing different things. You're starting to build the trust factor that I talked about earlier in this video, okay? I want to show you guys just some stats behind this campaign. We literally just launched this just a little bit over a month ago. And you can see we already have 10,667 entries. You can see we launched this about July 29. Right now it's basically September 12th, so just about 5-6 weeks ago. We already have 10,000 emails. And if I show you guys the math on this, now this is not typical. I would say the average cost per acquisition for most of my clients is 25 cents. But in this case, it's even better than that because he spent about $400 divided by 10,667. He's getting 3 cents per email address. And he's building up his social. He's getting people to share with their friends. It's a really good top of funnel strategy to start building out your business, start building the reputation. You don't have to be so focused on selling right away. You can just be focused on building connections, create a Facebook group, do everything that it takes to build trust with people, okay? Now, I put together a really, really powerful course that teaches you guys 6 more principles about creating an online business, all the things from nurturing your leads to email marketing to Facebook ads, all the things that you have to know to be able to do this strategy. You know, and basically what I just showed you is what we do at the very top of funnel, but there's quite a few other things that we have to do to really create this system. So I encourage you guys to check out that free mini course. It's totally free. I basically go through everything with you guys, and it's going to really help you guys out to understand how to start growing your business, even if you've never started. Even, you know, if you've never started, I actually think it's a good time to really start because then you're not doing things that are turning people off. There's a lot of business models that I see every day. They're turning people away because they're trying to sell too much. They're trying to create an offer that just turns people away, it gets them to unsubscribe. With my system, you can build trust on day one, build those connections, and ultimately grow an online business. Thanks so much for watching this video. I encourage you guys to check out the description, and there should be a link there where you can get access to my mini course. Hope you guys have a great day.